I'm Victoria Lynn. I'm the guest curator for Double Take, the Landa Award for Video and New Media Arts. The exhibition includes the work of 6 artists. 3 artists are from Australia and 3 artists are international. And these artists are grouped around the concept of the double take. The artists consider what it means to adopt another persona. And that persona can be a doppelganger, a fantasy alter ego, an avatar or a robot. And each artist presents this work in the context of digital space, or our electronic context, if you like. Before I was invited to do this exhibition, I had worked with the artist Phil Collins on a previous occasion and was aware of his work, The World Won't Listen, and had always wanted to, in a sense, cluster a body of work around this concept of karaoke, or around this concept of trying to be somebody other than you are, because it really is an age-old notion. And happily, I then came across the work of Gabriella and Silvana Mangano, who also deal with this notion of the double. And in that way, I was able to start to begin to look for other artists working in this vein. Lisa Rahana is a Maori artist from New Zealand, and her work is called Digital Marae. And the marae is the ancestral meeting house, the ancestral home, if you like, for Maori people. Because she's a contemporary artist and she travels a lot, she's conceived of a way to take her ancestral home with her, if you like, and she travels with it in the form of digital media. The artist Cao Fei from Beijing has created a video called Whose Utopia, where she worked with a factory in China and asked the factory workers to imagine what a fantasy life would be. Cao Fei's fantasy figures exist in 2 worlds at once. They exist in our real world and they exist in this fantasy world. And I think the exhibition Double Take is really trying to show that we can have multiple identities, and our identities can shift as we fantasize what we want to be in this life and what we might want to be in a virtual life. The artist Mari Velanaki has created 2 robots in the form of white cubes, which are LCD screens. These 2 cubes communicate with each other through wireless technology. So as one writes, the other pauses as if to listen. When you pick up the cube, it writes to you. It's sending you a message. TV More is interested in escapism and the various forms of escapism that we deal with in our contemporary lives. Escapism through drugs, escapism through fantasy, escapism through spiritual beliefs, and he's created really an assemblage of objects and videos and TV monitors to really invoke the kind of split and shifting levels of escapism in our contemporary society. The raison d'etre for the Landa Award is our video and digital media context. And more we're communicating today through digital media, whether it's through the internet, whether it's through mobile services and so on. And artists are finding ways to both use and challenge these dominating tools in our midst. And in some ways, the artists in this exhibition are sort of anti-technology, if you like. They're trying to find ways to intervene in the very smooth ways in which our technological environment is controlling us. And that interests me as well.